I don't care if your friends here live or die. The next call from your little phishing scam.
I don't know about you all, but I am beyond impressed by Jason Statham's ability to give us kick-ass movies back to back. The man just doesn't miss. His latest film, The Beekeeper, is no exception. So, when can we expect the second movie to be released? And more important than that, what will Jason be up to this time? Without further ado, let's dive in. This intricate thriller about a special operative unraveling a mystery that has roots going up to the White House gave us some of the most exciting action scenes of the last year. Although you'd think that we'd be over these John Wick-like movies with reserved action heroes returning to their bloody lives, The Beekeeper was one of those films that knew what we wanted. But that's the thing with Statham's roles, isn't it? He never plays a dumb brute. And what makes his entries, like Transporter, Wrath of Man, and now The Beekeeper, is that his characters are brilliant. He has this ability to portray a calm and cunning professional that is simply unmatched. But let's not forget about some of the other performances as well. I was stunned by Emmy Raver Lampman. Seeing her be the audience surrogate and deliver a balanced perspective and her eventual character development was very interesting to see unfold. And who can forget about Josh Hutcherson? Seeing him play the villain was really conflicting. Although he plays the role of a hateable villain well, I can't stay mad at him for long, to be honest. It might be my remaining PETA fever, but just seeing him do all these heinous acts on the screen got me going. PETA, no, this isn't you. But I am glad to see him experiment and branch out. Even though he will always be that lovable baker in our hearts, I can't wait to see how he'll flex his acting muscles next. What type of role would you want to see Josh Hutcherson in? I want him as the new DCU's Flash, but let me know your thoughts down in the comments. It is fair to say that the first film gave us an ending that promised to bring Adam Clay back. And we want him back. So before we talk about our theories for the second film, let's quickly look back at the first one. The Beekeeper is about Adam Clay, a dormant, sleeper-type special operative who is thrust into an investigation regarding a gigantic scamming operation. One of my favorite parts of the film was seeing this modern twist to our villain. Josh Hutcherson's Derek Danforth could have been a regular arms dealer or anything else, but seeing him operate a scam call center feels appropriate. First of all, a lot of the time when you have random Russian dudes trading weapons, you don't really care about their villainy. But scamming innocent old ladies? Yeah, that is a line drawn in concrete. This simple change goes a long way in helping the narrative in terms of realism and the villain's hateability. This makes watching Statham's Adam Clay hunt them down that much more satisfying. But what I didn't expect was to see Derek be the son of the President of the United freaking States. Be honest, you guys, did any of you see that coming? I just paused the movie and stared blankly at the screen for a while when that twist dropped. But this doesn't stop Adam from beating everyone that comes his way. With Emmy Raver Lampman's agent Verona Parker hot on his trail, Adam is both the prey and the predator. This was something else I liked. The way they connected the FBI and Derek's thugs created an interesting dynamic in my opinion. Because you now have three different groups all conflicting each other. And this creates moments of tension one after another. A genius move by the filmmakers if you ask me. What did you guys think about that? Did you guys think it overcomplicated things? Would you rather just have the classic good team, bad team dynamic? Now, a film that has Jason Statham as its lead is bound to have a lot of kick-ass action scenes. And I know many of you will undoubtedly pick the final battle at the White House, but I have to say, the machine gun scene in the gas station had me giggling like a 10-year-old. When I saw the assassin pull the cover to reveal the machine gun, I went yes. It was a genuinely surprising and exciting scene. Let me know in the comments the scene you guys liked the most. Going back to that scene in the White House, I also really liked how they decided to wrap the story up. because we have the president realizing that her evil son has put her in a really difficult position. We have Adam Clay breaking into one of the most secure places on Earth. And we have Agent Parker on the brink of a personal change after seeing how corrupt the system really is. So when Adam finally kills Derek and walks off, seeing Parker lower her weapon is really empowering, but it is also the exact moment that the story ends. Or is it? Now, huddle up you all, because this is not the last we'll hear of the infamous Beekeeper. The second film is set to start shooting this January. Yes, in 30 days. This time, the shoots will take place in Los Angeles. Unlike the first film that was shot in the UK, David Ayer of the original Suicide Squad fame is returning to direct the sequel. And of course, Jason Statham is also back as Adam Clay. The plot of the sequel is still under wraps, but it is fair to assume that we'll learn a lot more about the secretive hive known as the Beekeepers. These dark operatives cleanse evil from the shadows. I'll go one step further and say that we might see Agent Parker become one of these Beekeepers. I reckon that the second film will have Verona Parker learn more about the hive, and at the end, join Adam Clay in his crusade. Do you guys agree? What do you think awaits us in the sequel? Do you think the setting of LA is a subtle nod to a more Hollywood-centric plot? I want to hear all of your theories, so please drop them below. Now, we do know that the principal photography for the second film will start next month, but as of now, we don't have a definitive date for the release. I think it'll be around the fall of 2025, but unless MGM and Miramax release a statement, it's hard to say. Whenever the release may be, you guys can be sure that I'll be here to cover it. I can't wait to see where the second movie will take us next. So don't forget to drop a follow to learn about the latest updates on the next Beekeeper movie. Meanwhile, the video on the screen might also interest you.